Hey, what's up, Prophetic Weekly? Hope you are having a really good day. This is the last show of 2023. It's been a pretty good year. I'm expecting 2024 to be better. The show today is going to be really good. Got a lot of good prophetic words by some really solid, proven apostolic and prophetic voices. 2024, I'm really excited about it. And so let's jump into this. First word that I want to share today is a word that's just, man, I tell you, when I saw it, it grabbed me because it's going to speak to a lot of people. It's a word by Nate Johnston, and when I saw it, it resonated in my spirit. Then when I read it, it was really strong. But the word was, because you surrendered to the process. Prophet Nate Johnston says, he said, I was in worship and the Lord spoke to me and said, because you've surrendered to the process, because you leaned into me in your greatest wilderness, because you've stayed at my feet when everything looked like a mess, now I'm going to increase you. That's a word for 98% of the people that I know. Now, when I read a word by somebody, if the word really blesses you, just type their name in the comments, because a lot of people that I present their words, they watch these shows and they always message me like, man, it is such a testimony, and it really encourages them when other people share their words, and then they, it just blesses them to know that when they go to the Lord and receive something, it blesses so many other people. We're going to continue on with that word. And it says, because you worship, and instead of walking away from me, but you cleave to me, you just really kept drawing near to me, I'm going to give you your desires that I've put in your heart. Because you leaned into me and you didn't run from me when other people did, you didn't blame me for closing doors, for dead ends, and for hardships, I'm going to clear the road before you. Because you chose to look at me and keep your heart right when people turned away from me and turned away from you, I'm going to bless you. Because you built my kingdom while others were preoccupied with building their own empires, now I'm going to rebuild you and establish you to where you are immovable and you are fixed and set up for the days ahead. Because you fed my sheep when you had nothing, I will protect you and feed you with my harvest in a season of famine. You will never run dry, and your cup will always flow over. Now that right there, my friends, is a powerful prophetic word. We could end the show right now, but we're not going to. Next word is by Agnes EBEDI, Karis. She says, I saw God fighting for you. She said, 2 nights ago I had a powerful dream, and in my dream there was an intense battle going on, and suddenly I saw the enemy set on fire. I was very aware that it was a spiritual enemy. The breaker goes before you, like it says in Malachi 2:13, and it says, you shall break through the gates and you are going out. Your king shall lead you. She said, this week, get ready for the enemy to be destroyed. See demonic opposition die off, and your breakthrough is about to happen. That's an interesting word, and I'll tell you why. Because this week I was praying and the Lord gave me a prophetic word and said the enemy has been disarmed. And the next morning I was in prayer, and one of my intercessors called me and said that the Lord spoke to her and said that the enemy's been declawed. Okay? And so you're about to really experience what it's like to get to walk in freedom with the Lord. You're going to walk in freedom. You're going to build in freedom, okay? Next word is another word by Nate Johnston. He said, you must learn to leave survival mode. And he said, I prophesy that over the next 3 months, you are coming into significant encounters that will bring closure to the burnout and release a fresh burning for God. Many will have face-to-face moments with Jesus and they will see their burdens released, set free. He says there will be dreams that you will have. The Lord will show you dreams. The Lord will show you visions. There will be visitations in the night that will rekindle a lost love and clear you from every affliction. He says he feels like the Lord is about to release to people the ability to breathe again, to dream again, to launch again. The wounds that you've had in the past, they're going to be no more. And the Lord is giving you one of those moments, pick your bed up and walk type moments. And so that right there is very, very encouraging from the Lord. Another word by Nate Johnston. He said that the door is small. I heard in my spirit, the door before you right now is small. I shared a little bit of this last week. You can't walk through it and carry the weight and the burden that you are currently carrying. Okay, well, let's go back up real quick. And the reason I'm sharing some of this again is because when Nate Johnston said, you must leave survival mode. I know recently my wife and I, we're looking at our life, we're looking at what God is speaking, and we're looking at the dreams God has given us. We're looking at our church finances, personal life, personal finances, dreams, goals, and aspirations, finances to accomplish that. And the dreams and the visions are bigger than the finances. But we're not going to shrink down to where the finances are. We're going to step up to where the dreams are, and we're not going to live in survival mode. We're going to thrive. We're going to believe for the extra. You know, when we don't have enough money for everything that we want to do, we always have a seed. Okay? And you plant the seed and watch the harvest start to flow. Okay? So the door is small. You can't walk through it carrying the weight and the burdens that you are currently carrying. You can't bring the baggage you are currently bringing with you. You can't hold onto the disappointments, the hope deferred from the past. This is why you felt stuck, because you are at a place where I am clearing your soul and severing all ties of the road and the things behind you. I am bringing back just things to the basics, back to your first love, back to what truly matters. And it's so good because I told our church recently multiple times that we got to get back to the basics. Okay? A lot of people, he said, have been battle weary, oppressed, discouraged, and they're feeling just spiritually flat, but the Lord is reviving you and setting you free. Okay? Next word that I want to share is by Tyler Medina, actually two of them from Tyler Medina. The first one is, the warfare always intensifies right before your greatest moment of breakthrough. Remember that. The warfare always intensifies right before your greatest moments of breakthrough. I've always said that right before your greatest victory, you will fight your biggest battles. Right now, this is from Tyler Medina, right now God is divinely orchestrating and aligning heavenly connections assigned to your next season. You will find your help running with people who will make your womb leap, will help you carry the destiny much like your own. You're going to be connected with like-minded people in this hour, okay? I've ran with people that had a lot of similarities in my life, and there's like a synergy, the power of God flows. He said, you're going to run with people, similar to you, like a well-oiled machine. You will feed off one another. There is a synergy coming. That's so awesome. That's what I was just talking about. And you'll be able to accomplish together just things that you couldn't accomplish apart. You're going to go from isolated to celebrated. You're going to have people to run with. That's a good word right there. And last word I'm going to share today is from Lana Vawser. And it's a releasing of new mantles. She said, recently I heard the Lord say, do not accept the old mantles or the false cloaks. I am releasing new mantles. I shared part of this I think a week ago or 2 weeks ago. But here's what I want to bring out to you. Don't don't just say what I didn't accomplish in 2023, I'm going to accomplish in 2024. There may actually be a laying down of some things before you enter into 2024. Okay? And so really pray about what you're supposed to continue to put your hands to moving forward, because you don't want to be doing the wrong thing in 2024. She said, the Lord began to show me that right now the enemy is working hard to lure many people into accepting false cloaks and to try to finish outdated things, okay? She didn't say outdated things. That's something I want to add. Some people are working on outdated things that they're not supposed to be working on anymore. Lana Vawser goes on to say, some things, I heard the Lord thundering over you, old things, false cloaks do not belong to you. The Lord is highlighting the importance in the moment that we're in right now, that there is a major shifting taking place in the spirit over people. The Lord is lifting off things that have tried to hold you back, and He is giving new mantles to people to move forward in 2024. All right, my friends. Hey, I appreciate it. I wanted to say thank you for all the people who have been financial partners of Prophetic Weekly. I just really appreciate you. We couldn't do what we do without you. And so I just want to thank you. I want to thank all of our prayer partners and everybody that's, running with us in the mentoring program. I just love you guys and expect a great 2024, okay? I speak life and blessing over you. Amen.